It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Dolphins and the Rams on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins.
Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The LA offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
That's into the hand.
And right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyren Williams. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, 22 carries, 69 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for LA. 42 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing is Stafford.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Bobby Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. That's to the second-year man, Puka Nacua. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. Incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham Jr.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
From the gun, it's Tua. Finds Hill on the crossing route. Complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. In motion goes the tight end. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Stafford. There's a nice move, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 12 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. In motion, Hill. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A run straight ahead with Achane. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage
to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The football going back to the Rams now. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
"3-3", a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there. Got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Beckham goes in motion left. Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught. Beckham. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Achane gets it from the gun.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, back to Achane. He'll get this to about the 38. The Dolphins at 2-6 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Tua going to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Jake Bailey now. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
At the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play action, Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Puka Nacua.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation, because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Dolphins. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. Caleb Williams leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Justin Herbert strong in the win as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Lamar Jackson strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good effort on the return
turn there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On target over the middle to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
In motion, Hill. Play action, now it's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's caught. Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A give left side. Here's Achane.
He gets away from one. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2 yards on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. In motion left is Beckham. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
At the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 84 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, now how about this return?
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Stafford.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. Stafford.
That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tua. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Stafford now to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stafford. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Williams diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
The busy night continues for Williams.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
79 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Now Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Now Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Running right, here's Achane.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Trying to take this home, they'll run.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Dolphins, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.